and welcome in to be our guest, or it could be called To Your Health, because we are going to be talking about something that most people don't realize can be a health problem, and that's gambling. This is National Problem Gambling Awareness Month, the month of March. We have as our guest Roger Olsen,
Good morning.
Resource
Good
Development
morning.
Nice to have
Coordinator
you.
for the Alabama Council on Compulsive Gambling.
Absolutely.
First of all, we need to let our viewers know that there is an actual
Right.
Council for Compulsive Gambling in this state.
That's right. In fact, Jack, we had the privilege of going before the governor's task force, gambling task force, and explaining to them that there's help available right now for those people that might have a problem with problem gambling.
Right. And your organization is the state affiliate
That
from
is.
the national, right?
That is. We're
official.
The official state affiliate. We are gambling neutral. We're neither for nor against gambling, but we are there when people don't know when to say when it affects their gambling. And this is Problem Gambling Awareness Month.
Right.
Governor Bentley just signed a proclamation along those lines. And our theme this year is Have the Conversation. I want to thank the two of you for letting me be here today to have the conversation.
Right.
You know, every single health provider in the state of Alabama should screen for gambling problems when they're doing their intakes. Right now, our national office in Washington, D.C. is working with the federal government
Right.
to encourage veterans to be screened for gambling addiction. And so, you know, gambling is such a powerful disease. And, you know, if you would just ask people, you know, do you gamble? And if so, do you bet money that you can't afford to lose? And do you lie about it?
Right. And they pick March because March is when you have March Madness.
Absolutely.
And that's
Right.
when people do brackets, and then they bet, and they're betting on all these games, and that's probably one of the highest incidences of people gambling is during the month of March.
That's right. If you're a responsible gambler, it's March Madness.
Right.
If you're a problem gambler, then it's the madness of March.
Amen.
Because you don't know when to say when.
That's right.
Yeah.
It's any addiction, whether it be alcoholism, whether it be drugs, gambling, it all falls in that category.
That's right.
And it is a disease.
That's right.
And the people that have that problem truly do need help.
Right.
So I'm so glad that you're there to provide that service. I also think, Jack and I were talking about, I think it is great that there are multiple forms of gambling.
Yes.
I will say this, I admire the casinos for coming forth
Right.
Yeah.
and
Helping.
for helping to identify and to help these
Yes.
people that really shouldn't be there.
Absolutely, because if it wasn't for the Band of Porch Creek Indians, we wouldn't have our doors open.
Right. And you know, and one of the things that they do as a person, if you are a gambler, you can self-ban yourself, which means you can't go in there and gamble.
Yeah.
And you're not supposed to go in and gamble. So that's one of the many things that people can do
That's
that
right.
would be affected by the gambling.
Yeah.
And we have to let our viewers know, Roger, if our viewers, if any one of them either personally has a problem with gambling, or if they have a family member or a friend, there's a very simple number you call. You call 211.
That's right.
Not a big, long, complicated. And that's statewide. Statewide in the state of Alabama, it's a social services number.
That's
You dial
right.
211. What they will do is find out your zip code, and from that zip code, they can put you up with a person that can give you the initial help that you need as far as getting on the road.
That's right, either a counselor or a support group.
Right.
We have Gamblers Anonymous meetings. We have about 9 all throughout the state. But that's the United Way's one-stop shop. Don't sit down on Google and try to do a long,
Right,
lengthy
right.
search. Call 211. You'll get all the information in one location.
That's right. It'll make it simple.
That is great.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that we had access to this, and there are plenty of you out there that I'm sure are delighted to learn this.
Right, right. And Roger, you have a couple of publications there.
I
One
sure
of them-
do,
Yeah,
yes.
One of them, go ahead, pick it up.
All right.
One of them, obviously, and these are free during Problem Gambling Month.
That's right,
And we're
just call our office.
We're putting a phone number across the bottom. You can call that number and ask for a copy of that, and they'll be sure to get you one. And that's just telling you about some of the financial problems you'll have.
That is correct.
And then one of them is a book you wrote yourself.
Yeah, and then this is my story, The Dishes Under the Sink in the Garbage Bag. This is my story of my trip to the depths of you-know-where and back. And
Yes.
this, as you just said, during the month of March, we want to have the conversation. tools are available free to anyone that calls the Alabama Council.
And you are a certified problem gambling counselor.
That is correct,
And there
yes.
are a number of, you actually train people across the state.
Yeah, I train them, and as a recovering gambling addict myself, just celebrated 22 years this month. So so my job with the council is very important. We have 45
Yes.
counselors throughout the state that are available.
Well, nobody really understands unless they've been there.
That's
so
right.
so
That's right.
there couldn't be anybody better than you, Roger,
Well,
to help
thank
other
you.
people.
Thank you. I'm just doing my 12th step and reaching out to others.
That's great.
So,
That's great.
yeah.
Well, we appreciate you being here. We're going to bring you back next week because we want to talk a little bit more about some of the services that are available.
Sure.
And just remember this, if you have a problem or you know anybody that may have a problem, the number is very simple, 211. You can get the help you need. And we'll be right back right after this.